Okay, morning everybody. Sorry, sort of in game already because I've been trying to find a server that will work this morning for trying to do some of this race for Stanton missions that we're going to go through today. So, been testing some servers this morning. Found one that worked. I didn't want to have to log out back to the menu screen in order to uh, start the stream. So, mostly just running a mission in each one that I'm gone through to see if it works. So, if it works, we'll be good. We'll be rolling. So as long as this turn-in works, we'll stick with this server. It was getting close to time, so I wanted to get the stream started. Anyway, so we'll see how this goes today. So far, the start of the event has not been great. Tested it out, but intro missions I did. So, but on the other stream on Tuesdays, we'll cover those because we'll be doing those ones. But right now, we're just gonna do some of the bigger missions to try to get the event done. So for those who don't know, the Race for Stand event is going on for Star Citizen, and you can do it with all the factions. So it's for the major corporations: Stanton, ArcCorp, Hurston Dynamics, Crusader, and Microtech. And you're basically just bringing them supplies: tungsten, copper, and corundum. Or they have hauling missions where you're just hauling them, picking them up at a mining facility and taking them to either the space station or the main city in those areas. So that is my hangar, dude. So it's a lot of cargo running. I've had some issues with the freight elevators at the pickup locations. Hotfix went out last night. Another way to get it is mining. So we did some mining last night. Went to pick up the mining materials, and they disappeared off the freight elevator this morning. Haven't gotten those recovered yet. So we'll see how today goes. Also, I found a couple free atlases abandoned at some of the pickup locations. So. Get some hydration. Oh. Awesome. What the hell just happened? What the hell? What is going on here? Dude, what is going on? Oh, come on, man. What is going on here? Well, I guess we're going to the menu. Well, we're going back into the same one, so hopefully we are... Well, it won't matter anyway. We'll have other cargo, but we lost the mission because we had to log. So... this event is not going well. this time around. It's very broken. At least we're at the same location. I guess I could have just Alt F4'd so I didn't lose the mission, but no idea. Well, might as well go get some hydration here. It's a rough patch, guys. Rough patch. It's a 4.2.1. It is rough. Say the day started off with the starter missions were not supposed to be global. They were supposed to be for everyone. Like the starter mission is supposed to be solo, not shareable. You pick it up and you do a quick run of these 3 SCU, and then you take, you pick them up, then drop them off, call it good. But the missions were only one per person per shard for a while, so that was unintentional. And then they fixed that. Everybody got their starter missions. Then all the freight elevators at all the pickup locations broke. Quite bad, actually. And they had a hotfix out. Some are working, some are not. I think yesterday jumped shards 7 times to get working. So not only were the starter missions not working, but the freight elevators were also not working at that time. So I think I did jump shards 7 times to get all 4 of the starter intro missions done. Yeah. So it was a bit trying to test it out. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. See if we can at least get a couple of them going here.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Well, at least the Asgard is here. It did store it. That was really weird. I don't know what happened there.
Your vehicle has please visit us.
Yeah, it has been a rough patch start. Let's see what's in the ship. See if anything is still there. It's still all contracted, so I wonder if I take the contract and turn these in, if it'll work. I wonder if these will count for that. Give that a try and see. It says stolen cargo counts for some of these resource turn-ins, so maybe. If that's the case, then that's what I'll do anytime those missions bug like that, and I have the cargo left. I'm pretty sure the resource one is supposed to allow for stolen cargo for pirates to turn in. Let's see on that. Remember that correctly. Gather materials. Stolen cargo can be submitted for this contract. So, yeah. So gather materials. That may be one of the reasons they did that, was so that any glitches like it has in the past, you can still technically turn it in. So you're not out all that time and other stuff. It's like the other atlas that kind of went wonky with me disappeared. Alright, let's see if it lets us turn these in for that. Into there. That is so weird. Maybe I gotta go from the other side. I'm not an overly huge fan with these atlases. Yeah, I like that they move this stuff quickly. I mean, don't get me wrong. But like, look at that. What is going on here? But I had a hard time loading cargo with them because they would do really, really weird things. Like, it wouldn't stack them as high in the Asgard, it kept clipping. And they pull the thing right in front of your face, so if you're not super fast with it and have it lined up beforehand, like, I can't get... Should be able to go 4 high here, right? Like... Just not a big fan of these atlases. Especially if you, like, yeah, they move things faster, but like, if you're used to doing the big two-hander tractor beam, you have much more control over how these things go, right? Like, so how do I get to that back one over there? Yeah. I hate that it puts it right in front of your face. It's really annoying. As opposed to just lifting it up a little higher or keeping it below your field of view, right? Like, yeah, I'm just done with this atlas. They need better controls. They need to give us the ability, like they do with this one, to push forward and retract. All kinds of things. Shit is all kinds of screwy. Did we just lose one of those? First of all, let's see if these even count for turn-in before we get too much. If not, I'll just... Are they counting? Before I see... Oh yeah, they are counting right there. Look at that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and unload them. That's awesome. So that's at least a nice benefit. If you get stuck with cargo from the cargo hauling mission, just take the resource drive mission and you can turn them in for that. That is a good to know. Doing that weird. It's acting like that cargo is not actually there. Okay, I'm gonna stow the ship and call it back up and see what we get. See if it fixes it.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to a place visitors again.
Send these down, see if we get any credit for them. Nice, 36 tons and 16 for run them. So we'll keep those around. Well, hopefully those other ones will unstick themselves. And then we can do those. Honestly, that might be the way to go if everything's broken and the missions have turn-in problems. It might be better to just take them, put them in your ship, swap shards, store a bunch of them, grab the resources, and turn them in. Sounds bad, but working around the glitches, you know what I mean?
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicles, please visit us again.
Yeah, and then when this one is all done, what you'll do is you just hit submit, and then you get paid out for these. Let's see how this goes. Nope. Well, all the ones that were on the cargo grid are now broken. Alright, well. Just submit that one for what it is. Okay, so...
Thanks for that. Been a rough one today. More failures than successes so far. Wish all our contractors handled
the
their
only way to
business
fix that too now is to claim the ship, so we will store it.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Grab this one. We'll fly down since we're doing this in microtech right now.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicles, you'll please visit us again.
We'll fly down to New Babbage and guess claim it. I think that's what we'll do. Honestly, not worried about that Atlas either. I just found it on a pad when I was moving cargo. Zip down the new Babbage real quick and claim our ship. Right. Nope.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle, please visit us.
With Wally, something other than the Asgard. Honestly, of course, it'd be easy to load with those box setups.
Ready to upgrade.
Welcome
Located in
to
the plaza,
ASOP Vehicle
the
Retrieval
factory line
System.
has all of Microtech's latest offerings.
Microtech is committed to helping the Empire solve the regen crisis. Are you? Join us in being part of the solution by fulfilling contracts to gather and deliver the vital resources needed to address the issue. Only by working together can we find a solution to this crisis.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the Nest's newly renovated accommodations?
Your insurance
Located
claim
downtown
has been
in
sent.
the luxurious Aspire Grand.
Thank you. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome
Microtech.
to the
Hi.
ASOP
The
Vehicle
Empire is
Retrieval
leader in
System.
cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Oh, some slow issues there.
Microtech is committed to helping the Empire solve the regen crisis. Are you? Join us in
Please
being part
visit
of
us
the
again.
solution by
Welcome
fulfilling
to the
contracts
ASOP
to
Vehicle
gather
Retrieval
and
System.
deliver the vital resources needed
Caterpillar's
to
too
address
much, and I hate dealing with
Only
that.
by working
Maybe the
together
Corsair.
can we
And
find a
welcome to
solution
New
to this
Baggage.
crisis.
I like the Prowler utility because it's small and get in place and still can do the medium ones. We'll see. We'll get the ass right here and try again, see what happens.
For the latest updates on ship availability and gate assignments, please use one of the
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Microtech is
Welcome
committed to
to
helping
the
the Empire
ASOP
solve
Vehicle
the regen
Retrieval
crisis.
System.
Are you? Join us in being part of the solution by fulfilling contracts to gather and deliver the vital resources needed to address the issue.
Hello,
Only by
and
working
welcome to
together
New Babbage,
can we find a
capital
solution to
city
this
of
crisis.
Microtech, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Microtech. The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where
Please visit us
creative
again.
innovation meets
Goodbye.
innovative creativity.
Welcome to the ASOP. Please visit us again.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle
Okay.
Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
Hi,
Gotta pick up Pico.
and welcome to New
Microtech
Babbage.
is committed to helping the Empire solve the regen crisis. Are you? Join us in being part of the solution by fulfilling contracts to gather and deliver the vital resources needed to address the issue. Only by working together can we find a solution to this crisis.
Difference. He's on a snowboard on this one.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory
Hi,
has all of
and
Microtech's
welcome to
latest
New
offerings.
Baggage.
Also a little bummed out they took away the components from
Tired
Wicklow.
of travel?
We've been saving up
Why not rest?
ace pilot helmets and
Renovated
Welcome to the
Located
ASOP Vehicle
downtown
Retrieval
in the
System.
luxurious Aspire Grand.
Please visit us again.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
hey, what's up, Kalani? You watching from work? Hey, yo.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Okay, got it.
Microtech is committed to helping the Empire solve the regen crisis. Are you?
Hey, sorry, I gotta inform you.
To the ASOP Vehicle
All the
Retrieval
stuff we
System.
mined, I went to go pull it up on the freight elevator. It just disappeared.
To address the issue. Only
On the freight elevator up, it was that gone, and then there was nothing in inventory. And I tried several things to fix it. Nothing worked. I was a little upset about that
To the
today.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It's,
Vehicle
Remember,
selected.
your
Hello.
belongings
yeah,
belong to
it's been brutal.
Your vehicle has
It did put a hotfix out. I had to download a hotfix
Where
this morning,
creative innovation
and
meets innovative creativity.
it's already had an issue where I was landed in my hangar and started to unload cargo, and we got dropped off into space, and then because of that, all the cargo got stuck to the grid, so we had to claim the ship. It's been a morning already. this patch is really rough. I haven't had a patch this bad in a while. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, if people aren't in here doing the event, they're not collecting the data to figure out what's wrong and why it's broken to fix it, right? Like, that is still valuable information. People still need to be doing it in order for them to get the info to fix it. So you got to figure out where it's breaking. I'm making progress slowly. I did find out one thing. So remember the resource mission, the one that says you can just turn in resources that we were gathering those resources for. If one of your cargo missions bugs out and you still have the cargo, because it says stolen cargo is usable, you can still turn that cargo in for that mission, even though it's not the original mission. So if something bugs out, like you have to go to leave. Anyway, so I was able to do that and recoup at least some of it, which was good. So we are finding some workarounds for when things do go wonky. Seems like a lot of people doing Hurston because those are never up, man. Okay, so the smalls are... Anyway, so they're designed for the smaller starter ships. You can do the small missions, so yay. Oh, there's the Hurston one. I actually... Okay, so they've got the medium. We work on those ones.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Yeah, like I said, this has been one of the roughest patches in a while, man. It has been pretty crazy. Hope they get it fixed soon. Alright, man. Take it easy. Yep. See you later.
Shields offline.
Honestly, I like the stuff from Hurston better. I'm gonna get that one done. But you can do all four, so you get lots of stuff. Because the tier 1 you get colorized specific track pyro multi-tool and a jumpsuit clothing option in your web hanger. And then tier 2 is armor and one of the new Volt pistols. Tier 3 is the Volt shotgun. And an Aurora, a C1, and a Zeus paint. And so So 1, 2, 3. Tier 4, you get Raft, Freelancer, and Constellation paints, plus the Volt Quartz SMG. And then the final tier, you get a Star Lancer, Caterpillar, and Hercules paints, plus the Volt Parallax rifle. And you can do that for each faction. So you can get four, 4 sets of armor and 16 weapons, 4 pistols, 4 shotguns, plus the multi-tool colored from all of them. So it'll be interesting. And then whichever faction, I guess, gets the most or contributes the most, they get a tier 6 prize. So it's worthwhile to try to max them all out, assuming we can work through the bugs, which is what we plan to do. At least we know a workaround now. Honestly, if people just didn't even think about that, somebody left a whole bunch of abandoned cargo the other day. I should have grabbed that last night. Turned it in that way. Yeah, everybody's definitely doing them in Hurston. Hurston might take this one, man. Sorry, a little tired today.
Quantum drive is now off.
Hopefully I think the biggest issue is it's only like 2 or 3 pickup locations for each one of these missions instead of a bunch of different pickup locations. And then when the freight elevators break, everybody just abandons their ships there. And so you have a bunch of pads that have a bunch of abandoned ships on them. Then people are impatient, don't understand that sometimes the freight elevators are weird, and then they kind of break in the elevators for everybody. And then once that happens, everything just goes to crap. I will say, during the first bit of it, it wasn't too bad. People were courteous. We were basically forming lines at the pickup location, and then you'd go, and then everybody helped you move your stuff out so the next person could go, and it wasn't too bad. And some people are dumb. I did have one guy try to land on top of everybody just because he was in a bigger ship and broke a bunch of our ships, but for the most part, everybody's been pretty good about at least being somewhat cordial in terms of forming a line and being somewhat courteous. But yeah, the other problem is, like, with the large deliveries, you're still picking up at these same tiny little out locations, and they have essentially a small hangar sized cargo lift, so you can't even bring it all up in one go. It takes like 3 or 4 goes to get all the cargo up, which is kind of frustrating too. So surprisingly, I don't see any ships here. That's crazy. This is the first pickup location I've been to where there have not been just like massive amounts of ships there. Usually like 10 plus, trying to fit on one little pad. God, I love the new ring. Oh, there's one ship. Interesting, it's a fighter. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to see him. Looks like a busted up raft, maybe. Let's see if this freight elevator is going to work today. No, that's a tiny little ship, never mind. Or the front portion of a ship that exploded, maybe?
Engines offline.
Honestly, if they're not going to take that cargo, I might just use it for the turn in for the resource gathering. Stuck in the trans. Yep, it's broken. And this has been the issues. Terminals like that, they're stuck transferring, or they'll be in the upstate. Physically, they're in the upstate and the doors are open, but when you touch the terminal, they're in the downstate, and you can't get it to go one way or the other. Or the other big issue is it's up in the terminal and it's up physically, but when you send it down, it doesn't actually go down. It just closes and opens the door immediately. No, that looks. What is that shit? That's an Atlas. And no, that ship. It's the first time I've ever seen that one. Yeah, people have left atlases everywhere. It is crazy. What is this shit? Oh. Is this some food? Supplies? Yeah, somebody had a bad day. Yep, these are stuck. Okay, so we can't complete this mission. And we'll go ahead and check the other one, but I doubt it's working. So, I think that's what I was picking up, is that, which is the overturned, like, yeah, Ursa or Nursa. Oh, hello. Okay, we'll move over to this one. Luckily, we tried that last terminal. It worked. Yeah, that's a good thing to know. Try every terminal. Not all of them may be broken. So hopefully we can get this done quickly. That's an upside down. Whoa, man. Lots of craziness here. I wonder if somebody was ramming the pad to clear it.
Engines offline.
Somebody was bringing a Polaris and Idris earlier, and they were just ramming. Yesterday, they were ramming stuff off pads. Oh. Never mind, this one is down. It says it's up. It's the other bug. Yeah, Hurston's been really bad about this. just for sanity's sake, I'm going to go recheck the location where I did the where my
Engines online.
mining before and see if that stuff is back in there or not.
Landing gear.
So this was what location? Opera is broken. So I wonder if you could pick up a mission for one that's working like here and turn it in for a resource one for the other one. I wonder if that's like something they had intentionally designed for this. Let's go see if we give this ArtCorp one a try.
Shields offline.
Don't ever do this again. I need people I can depend on.
Is now
Well, you have people that you could depend on if the elevators worked. It's craziness. Buggiest patch in a long time. Wow. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta refill my water while we quantum. Be right. All right, and we're back. Sorry. Let's see. Collecting on Zawala, yeah. All right. Maybe we can get one of these that will let us get the cargo from A to B. I don't think I've completed any. No, I take it back. I completed one large cargo hauling mission yesterday. That's been the only successful full completion mission for the starters. Yeah, it's pretty buggy today. Whew.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Seeing ships. Look at the bigger ones. So it's an Asgard. It's a 600. Let's see how many are actually here. Oh, there's one. There's a raft. There's a raft. Yeah.
Shields online.
Just so we can see as we're coming up. There actually are. So many ships. Cutlass Black. And that's the turned around that way if he's trying to do cargo. Don't make any sense. These two abandoned atlases. Three rafts. Cutlass Black. It's a freelancer, probably Max. See what I mean? They just abandon their shit on the pad. Interesting. We're gonna gently try to nudge some of these guys out of the way. Just to make a little bit of space. Nope, that wasn't quite as gentle. They didn't turn their engines off. Their ICFS kicked in. That's fine. And it's gone. Gotta love low gravity.
Engines offline.
Look, it's not that hard. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't work for you, don't get frustrated. Fly, go do another mission. Stop leaving shit on the pad. Yep, this one's stuck in the transferring. So this happens when people start doing stuff and then, yeah. So I guess we're not getting this one done either. Ain't worth it, Max. Shit's broken, my dude. And you ain't fitting in here. You are way too big. Hey, yo, Max. The freight elevator is broken, my dude. It's stuck in the transferring state. Trying for the cargo mission. The freight elevator's broken, dude. Whatever. I tried. I think let's try jumping back to a U.S. server and see if we can get something going. Yep, like I said, this has been one of the buggiest patches in a long time. Yeah. We always kind of have issues here and there with freight elevators, but nothing to this extent. This has been pretty brutal.
Quantum drive is now off.
Honestly, if nothing's gonna work, as much as I want to stream today, the point was to stream the event today. We may just call it early if we can't. Change servers again isn't gonna let us get anything done because honestly, there's just no value added. Hopefully by Tuesday when we're doing the starter account that has nothing that's going through that, we'll be able to at least get through the starter missions. Go through some of that and show what it's like. It's going to be real slow with the smaller ships, like small cargo, because the event is based on how much cargo you turn in. So to get max tier rewards, like 2,800 SCUs. So if you're doing the small missions at like 8 per, it's going to take a while. But they're fast. I mean, you're not going far. They're real short missions too. I guess the upside too to the smaller ones is you can load them faster and unload them faster, so you can do more of them in the same time frame. So it probably balances out pretty okay.
Shields online.
May just try some mining again. Hopefully it sticks this time.
Warning, you are leaving
stow the ship and then switch shards and see if we get some improvement back to the US side.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
We're going to switch out to the Prowler.
Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP
here.
vehicle retrieval system.
How could that get stored there? Oh, right, because it was dumb. It got impounded, which I don't understand.
Thank you. Please visit us again.
That's right. I forgot that got impounded, but it's really weird that they impound there because there's no way to get it out from there. There's no pads there. Doesn't make any sense. All right, we'll go back to the U.S. Fascinated support. Let's see how that goes. Don't need chat on. Boy. All right, let's go again. See how we go. Everybody seems to be doing the Crusader and Microtech, or Crusader and Hurston ones. Dude. ABC.
Welcome to Iron North Tower, Area 18's premier centre for business development. Please consult any of our associates for help or rental opportunities.
What are we gonna do here? 19 SCU. Yeah, we'll grab it. That's gonna be that'll be too much for the crowd. Maybe not. 32. I kind of want to see if I can get it to work in the Prowler, actually. Unconventionally, I wonder if I could go through the door. Close 16. Yeah, probably still be too much for Prowler Day. Yep, still gonna be too much for the Prowler. Fit in the Cuddy Black. Probably just switch to the Corsair. Start running that one. Just do the medium to see if we can do anything.
Now arriving.
Yep, sorry guys, normally we have a lot more action-packed and things going on, but definitely a lot of bugs today. We'll give this another go. If we have freight elevator issues, we'll probably just call it here today and just have a short stream today. Well, I mean, I guess we could go try some combat missions too. Go do something else and not try for the event. Some of the combat missions are actually not too bad because they can drop some of the cargo you need for this event. We could stock up on it. Just really low drop rates. Or we just go try our hand at mining. I haven't really done mining here for a while. So. Yeah, let's see if it's showing our boxes over here. Should be Mikkel 2. We'll, maybe our stuff went back in inventory since we sent the elevator down there.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle, please visit us again.
Yeah, it's not sure. I'm just gonna grab the small and the medium here for our court. I can fit them both, so it's not a huge deal. Let's see what is that. 48, 8, yeah, that's below the 72, but we can stack around. Elevators on that side. Duh. No, I wanted the mess hall, not the roof. fuses in. Yep, yep. No, I do love how the ones on this ship come out. Star Warsy.
Shield system offline.
All right, let's go. Let's see if we can get it this time. Yeah, man, there's so many Argo rafts just out and about for this mission. All right, so the Argo was over there. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dig it, no wallet. And my arms are sore from the gym yesterday.
Quantum drive is now off. Shield system online.
Jeez, look at all those ship names. This is ridiculous. All the serial numbers. This place is gonna be absolutely covered in chips. Oh yeah. Is that four C2s, some Cutlass Blacks. We've got some Connies, some Argo Asgards, Rafts, Constellations. Jeez, holy hell. Get it. A lot of people are trying to do the large mission because gives the most, but man, look at all these ships.
Engines offline.
Yep, it's broken too. Oh boy. This one was this one, and they're both picking up at the same location. So this is our mining area there, and this is picking up from south too. So let's see if we can get the small one done. I guess maybe that one works. Not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to sit outside of Armistice and just nuke all of these ships.
Shield system offline.
Yeah, then we'll give it one. We'll see if we can pick up that other small one. If we can, great. If not, we'll switch off to doing something else. Maybe go back to mining, or maybe do some combat missions. Test out the new ores. I mean, here.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, yeah. Bummer. Really wanted to get some of this event done. I was trying to get Hurston done today, but I don't think that's gonna work or happen. Nope.
Quantum drive
Is that a reclaimer? It's a Why is there a pull? Okay. What moron brings a capital class Corvette combat ship to do cargo? Zeus, that makes sense. Hull A makes sense. Oh shit. Okay, it didn't slow down. Well, that's fun. Twice now it hasn't slowed down when it should have. It's not my day today. not my day today. Oh well. Yeah. We'll leave it at. Ugh. Actually, I want to check and see. You know what? Yeah, let's just go do some mining. See if we can find the stuff we need. So, look. Four for tungsten. Just close. Yeah, that'll work. Let's go do some mining.
Hey, what happened? I thought you were going to do the contract. You know what? It doesn't matter. I still need to find someone else to do the work. Enjoy your time off, I guess.
So just reading on here, looks like they're tracking the elevator stuff and they are hoping to roll stuff out here. We'll see.
Now arriving.
Asset management. Yeah, no. So the only way to know for sure would be to go to Mech L2.
That while in the Stanton system and on our core, all UEE common laws are still in effect. Obey all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
Yep. I think we'll go try hand at mining again, so hopefully we'll have replaced some of the materials we lost and then Actually, do I want to do the mole? Nah. I want to do. I know the mole has more capacity, but
Welcome
it's kind of a
to the ASOC
pain
vehicle retrieval
for.
system. Please visit us again.
Solo,
Goodbye.
because I gotta go up and down that ladder. I mean, it does hold a lot more, but most people who are probably starting out have something smaller like the Golem or the Prospector. Yeah, I think we'll rock the Golem just for fun. I like the Golem. It's a cool little ship, so if you start out and you want to do mining, this is going to be one of the actual starter packages you can get. And it's awesome. It's so tiny. Okay, let's go with... extraction. Gets rid of inert materials. Just for initial little setup for this one.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle, please visit us again.
Piston. Take all of that. Need to go pick up some single backpacks. That's fine. for those that are watching, if you're interested in mining, a couple sites I use are this one. Refinery deck here for figuring out where to go to get them refined, because different refineries have different percentages yields. So depending on what you're trying to get more for. So in this case, tungsten, just because it pays the most for these missions. The event missions at 1,080 per SCU, and then I love this little ship. This thing's so cool. It's so ghetto. But it's awesome. The little golem. We are gonna head to Crew L4. Yeah, so I used the Regolith site that I posted there in the chat for like figuring out where I want to mine and what the drop rates are and different things like that. And then I used the refinery deck to figure out where which refinery I want to use based on which material I want the most of. So in this case, we'll be going to MIC L2 because it gives us a 9% to gives us a 9% increase to tungsten, which is what we want for the event. So and gold ore, which annoys me, and Bexalite. So yeah, MIC L2 had a bunch of pluses for the materials we had gotten, and that's why we went there and did that, but then it ate our stuff this morning. So, yeah. The last event, I think supplier die was kind of nice in that I could just salvage and turn in salvage materials, which didn't basically require hardly anything to interact with like other players or other than the freight elevators at the turn-in sites, which for the most part worked okay. Yeah, see, my initial plan was to mine a bunch of this stuff, copper, tungsten, corundum, and then just take the resource drive materials one and deliver them to Everest, like get them all, not deliver them right away, stock up a huge amount at Everest Harbor, enough to hit max level in one go, and basically just call them up, send them down, call them up, send them down, call them up, send them down, and then submit the mission when I was done. So we'll have to see how this goes. do enjoy that you can kind of see yourself cruising through the. The nice part about Crew 04 is it's not really too far from where we left. Yeah, I was mining out here, but this has a higher percent, and then we're trying to turn in here, so we have a huge jump in between. We may end up having to make a stop for fuel, unless I can find another refinery that has a plus that's but still fairly close. The next closest percentage is 4%, but it is Hurrell 1, which is, I think, closer anyway, so it might not be bad if we're going to be jumping back and forth in this. The mole would be better for the bigger one, definitely. I think Hurrell 1 is right there. Yeah, that should be Hurrell 1. Yeah, so we'll see.
Carmichael here. You have an obligation to Hurston and to me to finish a contract you accept.
Oh. We pop in right next to salvaging panels? Yeah, that's we're not salvaging. Popped in right next to a nice big batch of salvaging panels. That would have been awesome. Yeah, and for this little guy, in my salvage, my smaller salvage ships, and my small mining ship, I like to run stealth. And it makes it much harder to see you when you're out and about, right? Like, E-type asteroid. Let's see what it's going to give us. For the composition scan. And impossible, although it is tungsten in a decent amount, man. Maybe we should have brought the mole. Dang, yo. It's impossible for us to fracture with our little ship. Kind of sucks. But normally what you do is this, and then you would, but it's gonna be too much for us. So, bummer. That would have been a nice one too. Let's see what else we got out here. Yeah, if we would have had somebody else in the mold, that would have been a nice one to grab. S-type asteroid, so maybe we'll be lucky with this one. We can fracture this one, but it's burial and aluminum. Okay. We'll head out this way a little more. Okay, that's panels. That's panels. Not panels. Okay. Wow, this place has a lot of panels in it. Be a good one for salvage if we were doing salvage today. Panel scraping. At 5100, this is probably going to be multiple multiple asteroids. Hopefully, at least one of them we can mine. Basically, we're restricted like 15 or 16k down. Yep, there we go. See, we got several of them. 4, 3, 4, 3. We can pop at least one of these guys and it has some tungsten. That'd be awesome. Festonite, which is, well, let's see what that sells for. Hate to pass up something that sells for a lot of money. It's only 2.3k per SCU. It's not horrible, but not great, so I'm assuming all these will have the same composition. Usually do when they're in clusters, so we'll see. Yep. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, those are panels. And there's a lot of panels today. Way more than I would have thought. An S-type asteroid. Let's see what we have. I think even soloing the mole, that other one would have been too much. Yeah. Well, that would have been nice. Barrel and tungsten. Still would need the mole and all three heads operating, so it really wouldn't have mattered much. Maybe we'll have to do some surface mining. Those rocks tend to be smaller than the asteroids. Might be the play here. There we go. Ternite and tungsten, and we can fracture this one. Let's get it. Not happy about all the inert materials, but is what it is. Let's see what we get. Nice Ternite and Ternite. Minimize the inert materials. We're not gonna get a lot because this ship doesn't hold a lot, and we can't fracture big materials. Oh, come on. 7. Well, that's fine. That's hopefully where most of the inert materials went, and the others will be fine. Nice. There we go. Another good one. Not bad. 60% tungsten. We got here. Not gonna take that one. I won't deal with that much inert materials just because we have limited supply. If I had a bigger hold, it would be fine. Okay, well, I guess we're done here because all those are kind of crap. Mostly inert materials. Minimize taking inert materials. Another S-type. Ooh, we can fracture it. It's got a decent amount. Tungsten, laranite, very low. Nice. Let's get this one. Medium difficulty. It'll be hard. We have a very limited optimal window, but nonetheless, we can do it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get inside that warning window. Have enough power to crack this thing. all she wrote. Some of these have to be broken down anymore if they're all just collectible. And that is all Laranite. Of course, the one with tungsten is full of inert materials. Let's check the others first. We'll take it if we have to. Well, Laranite, but it sells its money. Would have much rather the inert materials went with the Laranite than the tungsten. Alright, that's just both, so that'll be good. Nice, all tungsten. Grabbing that. Take it. Really want the inner materials, but I want the tungsten. So probably for myself. Yep, okay. We're gonna jump here real quick, land on a pad and refuel because we got like 50% fuel, 70 some percent. And then we're gonna make the jump to Mikel 2 just because it's got the much higher payouts or percentages, and I want to see if those, hopefully the other cargo came back. I think Creole 4 is a refinery. It is, and I wouldn't have to leave. Might be worth it. It is not. There's the pads. There's our pads. A little bit of damage from that rock because we had to get real close to it too. We have a course plotted. That's good. away we go. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while we quantum. All right, we're back. 50%. We're almost there. I'm really kind of hoping those things went back in the inventory here and they just didn't evaporate into the ether. Yeah, we'll have to refuel once we land this, get all this taken care of. Probably worth our while to land and refuel at Crew 04 again. When we get back to continue mining, I'm gonna see if there's any surface minables for tungsten that makes it. Those tend to be a little bit smaller. What do we have for surface for tungsten? Oh, pyro, yeah, I definitely don't want to do pyro. Look at really low drop rates though. Oh, we could switch up and go for copper. Aberdeen near Hurston has it. And where would copper be refined with the highest percentage? Mickel 5, which I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep doing what we're doing. We'll see. Looks to be a prospector. He also's out here mining. Coming out for refining their tungsten too, looks like. Is that actually on the inside there? Oh, on the outer side there. Well, that's fine. Lobby's where we go. Oh, I didn't stop my ship.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Having issues with scrolling.
Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle vehicle has
store
been moved to our
real
storage
quick.
facility. Please visit.
Yes. Actually, what I'm gonna do is check the local store. Oh, so they did. All the containers just evaporated into thin air. Bummer. I wonder if I could have loaded them directly onto the ship instead of locally. Then maybe that would have helped, but it didn't pop up as an option. Dude, get out of the way, you dum-dum.
Please spend some time on the gear. It's been too long since I put on the clean of my armor and weapons. Just the one thing that was about the armor. I can't be disciplined enough to keep everything tip-top.
Right here, let's look at up some ammo since I don't have any. This item should. Kind of hoping they have an FPS item. There it is. Stalker's one of my favorites. Alright, back to mine. Maybe I should swap out for the mole, just have more powerful lasers and bigger storage, but and more quantum fuel and range.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle, please visit us again.
Nice. go for copper near Hurston. Surfaces is pretty good. Copper can be fun. Good. Arc L2, which ain't Mick L5. How far is Mick L5? It's there. We'd be mining in Aberdeen near Hurston, which is here. That's actually a much better thing with shorter distances and less fuel. So I think we might swap up the copper and go to looks like Aberdeen on Hurston Moon. So that might pay out better. It's a little less per SCU, but if we can find more nodes to mine, that's easier and faster, and we can get the same 9% refinery from a closer one, and it's also paying out less in Quantanium fuel back and forth too. Nice thing about this ship being small is in and out of places really easy. Very small cross section too. Oh, looks like Quantanium fuel isn't going down. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I just messed up on that other one. You used to be able to have it just dropped off into your ship. I didn't see it as an option, so maybe it was just either messed up. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to call that cargo up earlier. I'll have to see what this next batch is this evening. Oh, I just realized my mic was muted. I bumped it. My God, guys. I was saying this ship is... I really like this ship. And that the ore bags on this thing are 16 SCUs each. And you can do them in a swarm on the bigger rocks, so multiple of these ships can be shooting the same rock for those big rocks that were hard to break. And you can load them up in something like a Polaris or an Idris. It's like a mobile mining platform, and carry extra bags for these so you can load them up. It's kind of interesting. Alright, almost to the Hershey area. We'll head to Aberdeen and see if we can find some copper. I wonder if it says what ore types they drop from. Things for copper. We know what ore type we're looking for. 8%, 9. Okay, so it looks like Nice's ones is 9%, and they have 50 to 100% will be copper. So I guess those are what we're looking for. Find a POI to jump to and start going from there, looking for these ores. I wonder if they have 1840 is the signature range we're looking for. None of these ores have like good copper rating. Percent chance, probability. 9% is the highest we can get at. It's crazy. Obsidian. Some obsidian have a chance at copper. Well, 6%, so I guess we'll check them. Point not, I guess. Alright, let's see what this one's got for us. also, I guess, go for corundum. Corundum will be in the microtech area. Nice thing is, each pause it could be different, but we'll see. That's a burial, which is decent stuff. Also, yeah, I don't think we'll get anything from this. Let's see if we can find any more unknowns. 18, 20, 16, 2,620. I'm curious if that's a big grouping. What that is. Cluster of multiple. Okay. Sick. Really the one we were after? Yeah, only a 2% chance at copper, but even I said we'll scan them either way. Oh man, that's gold. Oh, I don't really need the quartz. Really don't need the quartz, but man, gold sells for a decent amount. Yeah, this is a straight pickup too. That's alright. Quartz. Beryllium quartz. I will say with this thing extended, it kind of looks like the mining head sticking out. Beryllium quartz. as you can see, even though they're all kind of grouped up, unlike the asteroids, these have a lot different compositions per rock. Payroll. It's okay. 1820. That's gonna be. Site, which has an 8% chance of copper too, so that's not bad. So we'll check that one out. Second highest percent chance of copper on the planet, which is crazy. Singular deposit. Stanton. So it's gonna be Felsic again. Oh, Obsidian. Physicalized. And none of these deposits are physicalized. Interesting. So those ones are out. Check those two. Came from there. So this way until we see some more unknowns. The only downside is mining can get boring when you're trying to do all the looking for it. Actually, I think we'll just not somewhere else on the moon here. On another POI on the moon to head towards. Preferably something on the day side. Let's see. We'll look for this. Want to get in towards we're not sitting on the dark side. 1320. That's granted. Whatever. We're just gonna check it anyway. It's actually that's 1920. 17. Put a few around here we can look at. We'll see if any of them give us copper. Oh, that's gonna be the hand minables probably. Down here is. Fire. Nothing. Yeah, fell sick again, I figured. That's a big cluster, 16 something. So if each rock is that, then dividing that would give you. Quartz again. Might just have to go back to doing tungsten in the space. Gold again. It's hard to pass up gold when you see it. Surface mining's terrible now. You can pull one place, mine it really hard. Slowly getting pushed by the wind. Haven't found a single copper yet. Check this big one out over here and see what it's got for us. To see from that far and it to be hand minables, that's crazy. Where's this? Anomaline, isn't that one that's worth a lot per SCU? That is 344K per SCU, bro. Can we mine it? I guess it's a hand mineable. That sucks. That is the to find that and not have a hand mineable with me sucks because that is 344K per SCU. It's a lot of money. See these hand minables from so far away. That's the same thing. Another hand minable. Glyphosate. That's worth 100K. Okay. Well. Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna find copper here. That sucks. I guess we'll go back to looking for tungsten at Creole 4. Honestly, I probably need to take a break and get some lunch and stuff. Probably just head back to ArcCorp and call it here since we've had a lot of bugs and things just don't seem to be working. Just give them time. Maybe they'll drop another hotfix later today or tomorrow. That sucks because weekend's the time I have the plan. I really wanted to get some more of this quest done. positives. The Prospector and Moloch have just logged out. Oh, they have beds, so, you know. Man, both of those would have been nice to grab, but they're hand mineable only, and man, that would have been probably enough for an SCU. That would have been awesome. Nice thing about the hand minables is they don't have to be refined. They're basically like gems and other things, so you don't have to refine them. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, but, you know, we gave it a go. Tried to work around the bugs the best we could, but didn't seem to work out well, so. Is what it is. I appreciate everybody for coming, though. Yeah. Is what it is, man. Some days just can't win. But, yeah, appreciate y'all for coming, and I think we'll end it there.